he then let his teammate go away. His teammate won the world title. Now he's on the front of this race totally alone.
Well, can Denmark retain the title? It would be such a well-deserved. He's ridden this race superbly well.
And Denmark just riding tempo on the front of the peloton now.
Yeah, they just want to negate any attacks off the front.
Yeah. No other riders have been able to go away. Meanwhile, here's our leader in the super tuck going downhill 70 k's an hour back in towards Bergen. He's got 9 kilometers to go. He's not making any mistakes. How good is he on a bike?
Looks so pro. I know there's a lot of people who don't like this. Do I like sitting on the top tube? I'm not quite so sure, but look, with the junior restricted gears, you have very little choice. When you're going so quick like this, you can't pedal. You just can't do it. And so this is going into his favour because he's got the full aero tuck position. He's got the kit. He's got the clothing. It's totally going in his favour. Here you can see how quick the Italian rider, Zana, is having to pedal. He's bouncing in the saddle.
Yeah, he's got no more gears left. He's desperately trying to get to the front. The Italians have got strength in numbers at the front here. Mark Donovan of Great Britain has done a tremendous ride today. He's been involved in all the action, but unfortunately, up the front is the 2 medals for Rensman and Donovan.
Well, that's the thing. Can Great Britain get themselves on the podium? They just missed out yesterday. 4th for Hollywood in the under-23. That was a great ride by him, but Great Britain will desperately want to get themselves on the podium. But further into this race, 7.6k to go, it just gets harder and harder.
Those are riders trying to get back into the peloton. The peloton really haven't made their move. They've not been able to do anything about the attacks. Pretty much Mark Donovan has been in the lead group for the entire race. That he's now seeing 2 Italian riders, and yet again in the juniors, we are possibly seeing, in fact they've now caught, no, these are 2, there must be 1 Italian rider somewhere up the road, in the gap between Johansen and the chasers.
Is it Zana?
Zana's now just caught that group. It must be Ratelli, and we're not seeing him at the moment, unless... So in this group we have Nadie and we have Zana. So there's another Italian up the road, and there he is, just in front. And Donovan's trying to close the gap to try and put himself in with a shout of a medal here. A Rensman has been trying to help him. The Italians aren't chasing. There's going to be 3 Italians possibly there as they start to work their way through. In fact, they seem to be working.
Just riding tempo at the moment, the Italians, but meanwhile, while Zana, he's sat there waiting. All the pressure really is on the Brit, Donovan
and a
Rensman.
Rensman seems to be going really well.
He's really been getting frustrated, hasn't he? I think he realises he missed the move. He didn't go with Johansen, didn't go early enough to try and get across to him. He missed that move.
Yeah, he was the only rider who reacted, but he just couldn't get there, and that's the problem, you see. We talked about Johansen and how good he is in a time trial. You can't give him 20 metres. The minute you do, that's it.
Yep, it's very difficult to latch onto a rider in this form.
36 seconds for Johansen.
The more downhill there is, the more it goes into the favour of the lead rider here, Johansen from Denmark.
He's got his hands right tucked in, his hands are touching his shoulders, and now Tom Pidcock reacts, but I think he might have left it way too late. Pidcock goes through. With him is Paul Lefort, who's been the French rider who's done quite a lot of attacking today. But Johansen can't do any more other than just sit there and wait and be patient and just wait till he can pedal again.
Yeah, as soon as that speed comes low enough for him to pedal, straight out, back up onto the saddle in a nice tuck position, making the most of that aerodynamics.
Can these riders catch the Italian in front to at least give themselves a chance of a silver?
Well, it's 2 against 1 because you've got the 2 Italians here. They won't really be committed to this chase.
It was a big bump. Nearly lost the handlebars. Donovan.
Now's not the point to have any problems at all.
Mark Donovan goes to the front yet again. He's been the rider who took the pressure off what we thought was going to be the plan for Pidcock to take another world title, but it's not going to be the case. Onto the cobbles for the lone leader. Julius Johansen swooshes around that corner, uses all the road. 37 seconds his advantage to the chase. Powers his way up to the top. He'll turn left, and then he will make his way round the little loop and back into Bergen. The Italians are disrupting this a little bit, going to the front. Rensman gives the legs a shake.
Yeah, I think they know that it's all about that final position on the podium, third spot for that group, as it stands at the moment at least.
How far behind are they? The answer is
not far.
9 seconds. 9 seconds is the gap between the Italian rider in the silver medal position and this group of 4. The Italians seem to be working now to try and bring him back.
There's Nadie who's doing most of the work, which is, it does surprise me, having a teammate just ahead of them.
32 seconds Johansen now has on the peloton. Well, can they get themselves organised and bring it back? Pidcock is still not working, he's sitting third wheel. Kazakhstan are working. Johansen here at the front, wearing number 2. Slightly uphill now. He just needs to keep the tempo as high as possible. Don't look round, concentrate. Look how low he's got his chin, almost on the handlebars.
Yeah, well, talking earlier about how, you know, it's very difficult to hold a position like this in a race. That's why you have to train in it, spend as much time as you can. And I think it's fair to say that Johansen must do that. I mean, you could Photoshop a TT bike under him, and his position would probably not be much different to this on a full TT rig.
This is Ratelli, who's the second place rider.
Just very different. This is the point where Ratelli's thinking, you know what, I wish I put the deep rims in now for the head as much as anything. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a small difference that they make, but it's any difference now is what you need when you're on the limit with 2.9 kilometers to go.
He's just in front of these 4 chasers, led by one of the Italian riders. A Rensman in the orange of the Netherlands goes to the front. Donovan always on his wheel, so that those two can try and keep the pace as high as possible. Earlier was Zana who rode across to them, but Johansen now in the sunshine, going across, cutting the corners, trying to take the fastest way to a world championship. This is the second place rider, Ratelli, takes his final drink of these world championships. 2.3 kilometers to go. It's not far now.
Well, 15 seconds per kilometer, just over, is the amount of time that Ratelli's got to make up on Johansen. That ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen, is it?
It's not barring illness or injury or a mechanical puncture. Let's not even go there.
Yeah, he has ridden the perfect race. He's riding along here at 56k an hour.
In junior gears.
Yeah. Right on the front of the saddle now. Forearms on the bars. Trying everything to get a little bit more pace out, but the shoulders aren't even rocking. He is looking absolutely superb, as befits a world champion, because he's not far from the finish line now. 1.5 kilometers to go. The chase, the Italians are sitting on. They fancy getting the silver and the bronze. And he looks around as he goes through Bergen now.
Now it's looking like it's hurting him.
Yeah.
It's only now that he's showing that signs of not cracking. He's still coping well with the pressure that he's putting himself under. Now Great Britain get themselves...
It's too late.
Too little too late, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, you can't...
I'm wondering if the issue for them was having Donovan up in that group.
Yeah, they've and because they're not on race radios, they can't find out how he is. I mean, he's ridden a superb race in terms of taking the pressure off, but at some point you expected that Pidcock and the rest of the team would make a move. But they obviously didn't talk about that beforehand. Johansen is making his way into the final few hundred metres. Look at the size of this crowd in Bergen, greeting this young rider from Scandinavia, not too far from home, as he makes his way around the final turns. He's going to turn the left-hander. He'll go up, he'll see a rainbow jersey in front of him, huge inflatable rainbow jersey, which is going to signal that he is going to be world champion. Johansen into the final.
He knows. Here we go. He knows it.
He punches the air. He knows that he's going to be the world champion. Joy for Julius Johansen of Denmark. He turns the corner. The pain is going to now go. He's going to turn the corner, go downhill. He's going to see the gantry. He's already celebrating. Johansen is the world champion. He's completely on his own. He can even take high fives if he wants to. Johansen, Denmark, world champion, sits up, takes the joy of the crowd, gives them the victory salute. Johansen takes the gold medal, and he made sure that he took that for all it's worth. Italy are going to take the silver, and they're going to take the bronze medal. What a ride by Italy. Great Britain are behind. Oh, so maybe they're going to shut it and get a medal here for the peloton. It's all coming back together for the sprint. They come round the corner. Italy have got 3 riders in front of this peloton right now. One rider's going to turn the corner. That's Ratelli, who's been out in the lead all the time. Are they going to take the silver and they're going to take the bronze? It's going to be really, really close on the line. It looks like they're going to. They're going to double up here with medals. It looks like, oh, a squeeze there on the line. It's going to be, oh, he sits up. Oh, that was close. Ratelli took the silver, and then who took the bronze? Looks like Gazzoli should have taken it.
I'm just wondering if the Italian rider there who put his hand in the air didn't realise that Johansen was up the road.
No, exactly.
They just, you know, under race situations you just don't know, but this man is not bothered.
Markel of Germany almost came through to take the bronze. I think he was 4th. Stewart of Britain was 5th. Kierner of Austria was 6th. Oh, a big crash on the final corner.